Alright, in this video I'll be talking about how my matchup went with the deck I used this past regional. It was Synchron's. Had a few requests, and some requested it on the video that I posted. Was pretty cool. I mean, I posted it. I mean, for me, I posted it a day ago, and it's already 500 views. Like, oh, that's cool. It's good to see that people enjoy it. Especially because I enjoyed the deck, and I've been playing the deck for quite a while. Yeah, I mean, it's good to it was good to win with that deck. Yeah, so let's just get started with my matchups. I'll try to remember as much as I can. I'm not 100% certain that I remember, but I'm pretty sure I kind of remember how they went. But and then I'll be showing my side deck as well. Come on, focus. So yeah, okay, round one I went against DDD. Clinton, he was playing the deck. Game one, I ended up opening my ace field, which was Quasar, Herald, and a Jet. I mean, Junk Synchron. I mean, Junk Gardener. And I ended up having Twin Twisters, just in case he had a back row. So that was that. And then game two, he just deck devied me, and I couldn't do anything. I mean, he couldn't. I mean, unless I do, because if my next draw would have been a searcher, like a tuning or something, because I wouldn't have discarded it because it's not a monster. I'll be adding it, not drawing it. But yeah, no, I wasn't able to do that. Game three, I just ended up the same thing. I just ended up with Quasar, Herald, and Junk, and that was that. Yeah, sorry, Clinton. I mean, yeah. And then round two against the Telenites. It was against Cation. That was the first heavy slump of the day. That was awesome. He was surprised when he picked up the cards. What the heck is that? And it was crazy. Yeah. So he ended up going first. He summoned the Neb, I think, the one that adds. I don't know my name, but the one that adds, and then he set a back row. And then I forgot what he ended up having. He ended up alphaing something. I can't remember. And then anyways, and then I proceeded to just special summon. He pitched Maxi, and then I was like, I gotta go for it, so I ended up going for it, and then I ended up drawing into the heavy slump, and that was awesome. He had like 28 plus cards in his hand. I was like, oh my god, that was cool. So then he had no idea what I was up to. He said, what are you trying to dick me out or something? I was like, I don't know. And then I ended up making Quasar, Herald, and Junk Gardener, and then I set heavy slump, and I said go. And then he's like, okay, draw, and I'm like, draw phase, and I activate heavy slump, and I was like, oh, that was so cool, because I actually got it done. I pulled it off in a regional. I was like, that's cool. And then game two, I think it was only 2 games, but he opened up a bunch of back row, like a bunch of back row. Yeah, and then it was just, I tried to grind it out, and then eventually I got through, and then I ended up getting the game. And then round 3 was against BA. It was against Harrison. He did not get to play. I'm sorry, Harrison. I mean, he just pretty much just watched me play, and then that's it. And game 2, he opened up 2 Dante, and 2 back row, and he didn't have a BA in his hand to go into Beatrice. That's what I was scared that if he would have wanted like 2 Beatrices, he could just interrupt me whenever he wanted. I would have lost. But luckily, luck was on my side. He didn't draw any BA or something to pitch. And so when I was here, he had 2 Dante and 2 back row, and he passed. And then I drew, and I had Twin Twister, so that was fortunate for me. Oh yes, okay. So Twin Twister, I ended up going off, and then ended up bouncing one of his Dantes with Jet Warrior, and then I ended up putting the second one to attack him or something, and then I ended up attacking the game. I think it was somewhere along the lines. I'm sorry, Harrison, if you remember, can you please explain it properly, because I can't remember. But yeah, so that was that. And then game 3, no, that was it. Round 4, it was Cyframes against Ian. He was That was I mean side frames. They didn't negate anything at any time. Like I mean, depending on if they, I guess, whatever they want to negate, they can just pitch it, and if they have it in their hand, that is. But yeah, I mean, the way I mean, I've played a couple of them. If you guys have watched my videos, you've seen me play against a few side frames, and normally I would just like try to bait out and have them negate the first thing that seems important, but then eventually just make sure they have that monster in the field, and then so they can't use any more of the hand traps. Yeah, so then that and didn't work out. So then I ended up losing the match. That was just too much. So then I ended up going to my first loss, and then round 5 it was against Jason. He was playing Mermel. I think game 1 I opened up a thing. I opened up heavy slump. That was my second heavy slump of the day. And he ended up maxing, and then I ended up having my combo Quasar, Herald, Junk, and I set Herald heavy slump, and that was that. Game 2 he just opened really bad. I think he had to sit on Maxi, and he had one Maxi in his hand. I guess he didn't want to get OTK'd, but yeah, that was insane. And I ended up taking that match as well. And then round 6 was against Cosmo. It was Jacob. He was that was an interesting game. I mean, he opened Maxi when I went first, and then he didn't pitch it till like towards the end of my combo. I was confused, but then he gave me his strategy or theory or strategy. I'm not sure what you would call it, to why he did it at that so late, and something about along the lines that to not deck him out or something, or I special him enough already so I can't deck him out or something. But then I don't know. I would have just used it. I mean, odds of me joining that one by he didn't know that I only had one copy. That was his argument, that he didn't know I only had one copy after I told him I only play one. I mean, yeah, the odds of me drawing that one are pretty slim, but it is possible. Happens a lot actually. So yeah, then I got that game. Ended up my field Quasar, Herald, Junk, and then game 2. He just got it. Like it was just, yeah, he opened it pretty well, and then yeah, so we went to game 3, and then he ended up, I don't know what he ended up with field. I ended up going into my field, my ace. I had banished drill, so for next turn he was ready. So I was pretty set up, and then he activated teleport. I negated with Quasar. He summoned the pilot, activated effect. I negated with Herald, and then he goes Regeki. I was like, oh my god! I was, please don't have another teleport. Please don't have another teleport. And luckily he didn't. He just had, I don't know. I think he just set and just passed. And luckily I had drill coming next turn. Like I said in my video, like he's just insurance. Like just in case they clear my field, I have him next turn. So yeah, so that happened, and then I ended up going into like a jet, a warrior, a junk, and a drill in the field, and I ended up attacking. And then the main phase 2, I just ended up trishing him, and then that was that. Cause I guess I took his one card that was his out. Yeah, so that was close. If I didn't hit that one, I guess I would have lost. But yeah, so that got me that game. And then round 7 against another Cosmo player, which was Andrew. Game 1 he just bricked, which is what I mean. Like like a lot of decks can be inconsistent. Like you can draw all ships. Your 6 cards could be a ship. Your 6 cards could be a quad haunted. They won't do anything. You know, like just you can't shy away from it because of that. You gotta look at the good things. Like how often can you get that rather than getting bad hands. But yeah, so yeah, that was that. And then game 2, I can't remember if it was a game 2 or 3 that we went to. I honestly can't. Yeah, again, once again, Andrew, if you're watching this and you remember, please comment down below so in case I get it wrong. No, but yeah, and then game 2 he ended up, I guess, opening the same he told me, but then he ended up having to strike, so he bluffed me. He was toying with me. So yeah, and then I ended up passing because I summoned junk and then he just warninged it. I mean, striked it, and then next turn I think he just. I'm not sure if that was game 2. I can't remember honestly this one, but I know the winning thing was I had Quasar on the field and the Herald, and then he ended up getting over it. And then I had Drill banished, and I did the same thing where his insurance policy, and then he just comes back and added Quasar back. I had to find a way to make him again. So then I ended up finding a way, but it took me a while. But I did it, and then that's what got me the game. So that was that, and then top 8, I was meant to play a Masked Hero player. His name is James, but he had to leave early. So then, yeah, he had to leave early, so he gave me the win. I mean, it eats me kind of like, oh, what if I played him and what if I'd have lost? I mean, no, that's like the worst case scenario. Like I wouldn't have won. I wouldn't have the views now. Like all those freaking 500 views on that one video. It's good. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess it just happened that way, I guess. So then I went to top 4. I played against Jason again, Mermel, and I ended up opening Heavy Slump, I think, again. And then, yeah, I think that I did, and then ended up Heavy Slumping, and then, yeah. Damn, I'm getting this confused, I think. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. Damn. But yeah, I ended up winning that one. I think he just opened really bad, and then that just, yeah, I mean, I opened decent, but not good enough. And then eventually I just drew the card that I needed, and I ended up going for the win. And then the finals, again, I played against Cyframes, just Ian. Oh, that was my first loss. That was my first loss in Swiss. So I was like, oh damn, what if I lose? I don't want to lose again. But luckily, I ended up pulling it off. That was a really, really close one. I mean, damn, game 1, game 2, that was really, really close. And then finally, in game 3, game 2, I ended up stalling with Junk Garner because all he had was a Omega, and I kept getting tokens, and then level eaters, and then I just kept blocking his attack, and then he just ended up banishing one card in my hand. I kept drawing, and so on and so on. It happened like for 2-3 turns, I think. And then yeah, so game 3 was I went first because he just passed, and then I drew, and then I ended up special summoning, and he dropped my XC. I was like, oh my god, I opened Heavy Slump. So then I give him enough cards, enough to be above 8, because I ended up with Herald, and I set Heavy Slump, and I said go, and I was like, oh, what if he has that trap, the one that gets traps? But luckily, after I found out that he took him out, so I was like, oh yes. So then he drew more than 8 cards, and I was like, draw phase. Boom! I flipped Heavy Slump. Oh, the most priceless part about it was Liam the Love Heart. He got excited of like, oh, that was it made me feel cool. Like, oh, that's cool. He just getting excited and started running around the shop. That was awesome. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. So then yeah, that pretty much got me the game. I mean, 2 cards. He almost came back because he drew the trap and the Cyframe. So that was really, 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 really close. And then eventually I just managed to get a Quasar on the field and attack him for game. And that was the story of the Synchrons winning original. That's crazy. Yeah, and then yeah, I'll just show you my side deck. I mean, it's already going to almost 15 minutes. So yeah, so I played Fog, 3 Flying Sea, Rigeki, Dark Hole, 3 MST, Mask, Iron Wall, and Decibel Fragrance. I would much rather play more of these than this because they're easily outed with MST and Twister, and this goes with Level Eater and Quick Draw. You can, yeah, and then yeah. Okay, I got it right now. Hang on. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, damn. Thank you guys.